Our focus is we go into any business, big or small, take a look at all their communications needs, and the communications needs are anything from cell phones to desk phones to communications with email and communications as far as internet type of things. Look at the total spend that a company is doing on a monthly basis and try to find ways to reduce those overall costs. Most of the time we use technology to supplement or to offset something that they're not doing today and lower overall costs, thus giving them a lower spend and new technology they can carry into the future.
The ultimate goal of the company is obviously to grow, but I think more importantly to bring to our clients the professional organization that is focused on doing the right thing. From the standpoint of what we do and all the facets that we cover, we haven't pigeonholed ourselves into just one area of technology. So we cover, with us covering the phone systems, the IT, the cabling, it's almost limitless because companies move, companies need to make changes on the technology. It opens doors for us on a daily basis.
If we create enough job opportunity in Indianapolis or surrounding suburbs of Indianapolis, the state's willing to give us money for training, give us money for the growth itself as far as space, some tax credits and some incentives as far as here's a building in X part of town. If you take over the space and renovate the space, you'll get a tax break, and then they'll help us subsidize some of our spend from money from the state to do that.
Indianapolis is a good spot for IT companies in general because the nature of the location within the United States. We're generally centrally located. We're able to service pretty much all of the country if we need to. We're developing apps and web development for people in Florida, people in California. Our general location lends itself to not being very specific to one end of the country or the other.
We've looked in other cities, and the biggest reason I think we stayed in Indianapolis, or we started in Indianapolis, was one, the resources we have as far as people is tremendous. There's a lot of pool of resources of people out there to look for to grow the company. Business-wise, I think the economics in Indianapolis are still pretty good as a whole. I'm a big believer in, you look at a lot of companies out there and they say we're only hiring good people when we decide we need good people. And I look at it a little differently. We're looking at it and saying, if there's a good person that comes across our threshold, or we get a recommendation, which is always a good way to do it, and they're going to fit our need, we're going to hire that person.
When I took this position, I left an industry and came into a new world, and I really wanted to learn more about the IT industry. Everything is moving that direction, and this company's done it for me. I've got great teachers, great technicians that have really been helping me along the way, but they've provided a great atmosphere for me to work in.
We took everything that we knew about business and we raised everything 1 or 2 or 3 bars to be better. We don't stop here, we go the extra 3 steps. We don't stop here, we go the extra 3 steps. Someone went the extra step to say, look, I know you've never done this before, right? This is something foreign to you, but it's not foreign to me. This is what I do. So we're going to walk you through what you need to understand in order to be successful on your end as much as we want to be successful on our end. So as a company, that's what we're all about. You put the customer first, always. Everything else will fall into place.